Imagine a meeting where your president of the United States sent out an email invitation to people like Mark Dayton and Tim Walz, our governor of our state. And he sent for all 52 of the governors, and they met with him. And then he presented the Cosa Nova Act. And he presented the executive order under COVID behind it. As Barack Obama, I thought in my head, made friends with people, and I'd have to look back to be for sure. But he sat at the table with Hillary Clinton as they sought Osama bin Laden for weapons of mass destruction under George Bush I and George Bush II. And as we were looking for weapons of mass destruction, they were saying Osama bin Laden was a threat under Hillary and Bill Clinton's era, and that threat needed to be dealt with, right? So when Barack got elected, that's when we got to go after Osama bin Laden. Under the prior administration, we didn't go after Osama. We talked about it. We looked for him. We couldn't find him. But under Barack and Hillary, they found him. They executed him. We've seen that. And then Barack went around the world making friends, I thought, with people like Russia. I thought people like the Israeli government, under the ideology of the religion that he swore to, that he felt like America needed to make amends. And for me, that created an open door for a religious fight, because God to them is not the white man's God. They feel they are above the white man's God. And that brought too many things to my head. Like, I didn't want to be Hillary, right? I was just walking and thinking to myself, Sharon, you're walking down Lowry, adjacent to Fremont. You're not in the White House in Washington. You're not paid by any person to be political. You weren't elected to any seat that you know about, but your opinions are superior. Your complaints are valid. They got facts in basis of law. And you're claiming that Barack Obama, Joe Biden, did a deal with Keith and Kim and it affected you. And you're saying $17.6 million was decided under Barack Obama, Keith Ellison, and Keith allowed Amy Klobuchar to use that as seed money because Amy, for the Democrat Party, wanted to be president of the United States as the first woman. And that makes her a FLOTUS, First Lady of the United States. I thought that Keith and Bobby, with Barack and the Democrat Party, decided Amy was going to use 15 mil to get her name and shit out there, and then Bobby was going to take 2.6 and then, like I said, do these things because he was budgeter, right? He should have paid Sharon, but he didn't want to do that. He felt like he needed to use and abuse her, and thus her lifestyle, which makes her attitudinal. It makes her angry because she said that under Bobby, she felt like she was used as a case study for years as he was in college without her permission. And then Keith and Bobby, through Amy Jane Getz, set up this illegal contract where not only didn't I go down in history because I had these complaints about discrimination. I had a federal judge, Michael Rao, tell me it's okay to discriminate. And at the time, I'm snapping because I'm black. You can't discriminate against me, motherfucker. I'm going to fuck off. And then I thought about it. I got all these foreigners around me. They don't follow the law. They don't speak English. They don't even fucking want to go to our public schools. They're not in our church. They have a different religion. They don't appreciate America, but for the freedoms that they get to come here and have that they don't have in their own country. Hell yeah, we can discriminate. I had to think about it from another perspective. At first, I took it personal. I took it personal like a motherfucker, because I'm black, right? The words discrimination go back to slavery. So I had to come into the now. And when I came into the now, that's when it dawned on me that here this black president, who said he was the first black president, right? And I challenged that. I said, Barack, I don't think you're the first black president. What I do think is you're the first man with brown skin to be president. But black is a culture. It's a tradition. And I'm saying there was a very white-skinned, proud man with mixed parents. Similar to, what was that case they gave me, Keith? Huh? You gave me 4 precedented cases. And I used to use them over and over and over and over and over again, right? This white man with white skin got on a train. And he said, I'm black, right? They were like, what? He's like, yeah, I'm black. I'm getting on this train. I got this white skin. I got this ticket to sit in this white area, and I'm black. And they were like, nigga, get your ass to the back. And he was like, what? You're supposed to have a greater car. You don't want to ride with the niggas. No. See, he's mixed from prestige, right? Very proud man. He didn't want to ride with them. He wanted to ride in a car like the upper class white people, but for the upper class black people, they didn't have that. They now got upper class in the train section, where this white skinned man could ride the train. Then we had this white skinned man say that I'm educated enough to be president. Same thing. And then here came Barack. And under the ideology of the Democrat Party, it spread. He's black, gotta vote for him. He's black, you gotta vote for him. He's black, you gotta vote for him because of the color of his skin, right? Not the culture, not the tradition. None of that. Because see, you gotta be a proud motherfucker to me. Proud. I'm proud to be a nigga all day. Those were niggers. And those niggers died, so your ass could have motherfucking freedom. Them niggas. Don't call me a nigga, fuck you. Call me a nigga all day. What you can't do is disrespect me using the word. See how you put it in a sentence, your tone, your demeanor, how you talk to me, all that matters, right? And when you get that shit together, you'll know your place and when you can and can't use the word nigga, right? You a house nigga? Huh? That used to be a term where back in the day, Mr. Mauer, huh? That used to be a term back in the day where, you got the slaves who were in the field and then you got the slaves who were working in the White House. Now, the slaves who were working in the White House, they were said to be snitches, right? Because they're getting all these luxuries and think they're better because they're serving the white people. They carry themselves a type of way. They look and act a type of way, which is way different than the average black man at that time. They set themselves apart. And now they're telling, right? They call them snitches. They became house niggas, right? That was a derogatory term. I didn't appreciate it. I didn't, take it in and it seed me and grow. A beautiful flower, a nice tree. That shit killed the dirt, right? It was like you made the ground sour. You can't bury nothing in that shit, Mr. Mauer. Huh? You coming to Minnesota? What the fuck? What the fuck? That's right. Hillary, let me explain something. I said that under the ideology, when I was growing up, I can be all I want to be. That was instilled when I was a little girl. Back when we weren't worth a quarter. We weren't worth $1. Somebody said, yeah, you're worth a quarter and you're worth $1. Nigga, know your motherfucking worth. Right? Well, what am I worth to you? Not a goddamn thing. But back home, I might be worth $1 million motherfucking dollars. I might be worth, $2 trillion. In fact, I heard you could put insurance on your body parts, right? I was like Mariah Carey. They said because she was in ads using her legs could be insured because if you fucked up that bitch's legs, that was costing her income. I thought, oh shit, the fuck? I love the law. Let me just work this shit, right? Let me just get in deep and work this shit. I thought, fuck that. I can't even do that anymore. You drained me. You buried me in bad ground. The ground wasn't, blessed. Do you know when I moved on Oliver, I had my Aunt Mary come bless my house? I didn't know if she remembered that or not, but because it was near the cemetery and I just felt the type of way, I needed her to come bless my house because at the time I had seen a movie where they were saying that, we don't necessarily dig up the dead bodies. unless we dig too deep and we hit them. Then we might have to move them. A lot of times people was buying land and they didn't know it was a cemetery, right? So then you were building buildings on top of people's graves. Said the souls was living in the building. You believe that shit? Do you believe in that religion? Barack. I see if you educate yourself and you engulf in everybody's religion, you have to start thinking about some shit, right? Like reincarnation. Huh? I'm just saying, an educated motherfucker. We're not going to deny you your beliefs, right? Because you really believe that shit. Like voodoo. They really believe that shit. However, the use of medicine, the use of plant, the use of things, all they did was, in a scientific way, make these recipes, right, for hate, right? Going crazy, numbing your ass up. Your body appears to be dead, but you're actually fucking alive. You're hearing and seeing everything that's going on, but your body, your heart's done. Your brain ain't registering. There was no technology back then to say you were alive, right? Ain't that a bitch?